Hello dear student, welcome in today's class. Today we are going to learn new topic. So before we start a new topic, just observe carefully what I do. Okay? Now, are you able to see me? No? Why? Because there is a total darkness in the room. Okay? Now, are you able to see me? Yes. Why? Because of lights. So, when the light fall on object and behind the object there is a darkness is formed. Look at on the board. Here the light fall on my hand and there is a darkness behind the object. So that is called as formation of shadow. So today we will start a new topic, that is light and the formation of shadow. The things that we see in our surroundings during a day, but at night we can't see. When there is a light, then we can see these things. Okay? So, do you know that from where does we get a light? Yes, we get a light from sun, electric bulb, torch, candle, fire. Similarly, we also get a light from fireflies, anglerfish, honey mushroom, etc. There are so many things from that we get a light. So in this way, those are the things, they emit a light itself. They are called source of light. They are called source of light. So sun, candle, torch, mobile screen, television, fire, etc. There are so many things, they itself emit light. They are called luminous object. So what is meant by luminous object? The objects, they emit a light itself. They are called luminous object. So sun, it is a luminous object. Candle, it is a luminous object. Fireflies, it is also luminous object. Anglerfish, also luminous object, etc. There are so many examples we can give here. Okay. Similarly, some are the things in our surroundings. They are not emit a light itself. For example, moon, mirror, textbook, chair, board, etc. These are so many things, they are not emit a light itself. They are called non-luminous object. So the object which don't emit light itself, they are called non-luminous object. The light that we get from the sun, that is the natural. So that's why such a type of sources of light, it is called as natural source of light. Sun, anglerfish, fireflies, these are the examples of natural source of light. But some are the things that we see in our surrounding, matchsticks, fire, candle, fire, etc. They are emit a light due to the man. The light, torch also, electric bulb also, the light they are emit, it is because of man. That is called artificial source of light. Okay. So now, do you know that we live on the earth? Okay. So earth, it is a one planet in our solar system and we get a light from sun. So sun, it is a far away from the earth. So still we get adequate light on the earth. What is the reason behind that? Because light goes from one place to another place. That is called as propagation of light. You must know that most of the time you must have seen that in your house, in a school and in different places, the beam of light come from the window and fall on the floor. Most of the time the beam of light come from a small hole of a roof and fall on the ground or floor. So that beam of light we can clearly see the small dust particle are randomly moving here and there. Why? Because of light fall on dust particle and they can visible. So due to that we see the light come from the window or roof and fall on the ground. How it is? It is in a straight line. It is in a straight line. When we on a torch, how light is fall? It goes in a straight line. Okay? You can experience how light is goes from one place to another place by one activity. Take one flexible hollow pipe, okay, and put this pipe toward the source of light. Then we can clearly see the light behind the other end of the pipe. Okay, done the same activity once again. When we take this pipe slightly bend, okay, and try to see the flame of candle, it is not visible. It is not visible. Why? Because here we bend a pipe, so that's why the candle rays not enter in a pipe and we can't see the light. It means that here we can clearly understand that this activity, in activity A we can clearly see the light. Why? Because light goes in a straight line, and due to the light travel in a straight line we can't see when the pipe is bent. You can clearly understand by using another examples, another activities. Okay, so take a 3 cardboard sheets and make a hole at the center. Arrange the cardboard as shown in a figure, and then observe the flame of candle from the other end of the cardboard. Okay, then when we observe when the holes are in a straight line, that time we can clearly see that the rays, when the cardboard it is in the hole it is in a straight line. Okay, now done a same activity but change the place of any one cardboard. In the holes of the cardboard it is not in a straight line, we can't see from the other end of the cardboard the flame of candle rays. So here we can clearly understand the light travel in a straight line, that is called as the linear propagation of light. That propagation it is called as linear propagation of light when the light travel in a straight line. So here we can understand what is meant by linear propagation. Okay, so do you know that why we see an object in our surrounding? How do we can see an object in our surroundings? For light come from the source of light. Okay, so these light fall on a object and the surface of object throw back this light. Okay, throw back this light. So in this way we can clearly see that an object. Okay, so here when the source of light rays come from the source of light, these rays fall on any surface of object, and the surface of object throw back these rays. That is called as reflection of light. So that is why we can see an object. When we can see an object, when these reflected rays enter in our eyes, then we can see an object. So there are so many things that are present in our surroundings, that so many things we can see or we can see by the reflection of light. Okay? Do you know that we can see our image only in a mirror or a glossy surface, not in a paper, on a wall and different other places. So why do we see our image in a mirror or on a glossy surface? Do you know that? Yes, we can see our image in a mirror only because of double reflection. So how it is occurred? So when the source of light produce emitter rays, that rays fall on our face, and the surface of a face reflect these rays on a mirror. Okay? Then that is the first reflection. After that, the mirror again reflect these rays and enter in our eyes. Then we can see our image in a mirror. So in this way, we can see our image in a mirror, or also we can see our image in a granite or a marble tiles, or in a new brand car, metallic painted, etc. In that glossy surface, we can see our image only because of double reflection. Is that clear to all of you all? Then, do you know that the image in a plane mirror and the original object, it has some differences. What it is? Stand in front of mirror and raise your right hand. What do you see in that? The right hand become left. It means that the image that we see in a mirror or plane mirror, it exchange the side. Okay? Then the things that we seen in front of the mirror or put in front of the mirror, it's look like the things behind the mirror. So that is another difference that we seen in an image of plane mirror. But there is no difference in the size or height of an object in front of the mirror or the image of mirror. There is no difference. So that's it for the today. Thank you for watching video.